Good evening. I'll call the Finance Committee to order at 6:01 p.m. on 6/12/24. You have myself and Corey Packard in person. Steve Dollinger is remote tonight. We also have the chairperson, Lucy Tesno, from the Board of Selectmen attending. There's no one here for public comments, so I'm assuming we don't have any. I'd ask Steve or Corey, do you have any inquiries or correspondence or anything that's come in the last 2 weeks or so?
I have not seen anything.
You have not seen
Uh,
anything. I have nothing. I checked the box. Steve?
same here. Nothing.
Okay. So we have a fairly short agenda tonight. There were a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I'd like to do kind of a post review of the annual town meeting from the Finance Committee's perspective. And also, as part of that, the process we went through leading up to preparing the budget and getting it ready, to find ways to have it go smoother next year. I know, Lucy, you're now the new chairperson of the Board of Selectmen, so you'll have a greater responsibility for moving the budget forward. I know, when you were in the role, what's it been, 3 years now since you were chairperson?
Yeah.
I thought you did a great job pushing the budget, making sure everyone did their things. So I think the Finance Committee will look forward to your participation when we get to that budget season for next, I guess I should say winter, this coming winter. But I would like to, Steve and Corey, kind of maybe start with you, Steve, just your thoughts on the process we went through for the budget, and then the way the annual town meeting unfolded as far as the budget part went. I don't want to get into all the articles. Those were all voted on by the town folks, and we shouldn't start second guessing any of that. But I think we should look at the budget process and the budget as it was presented to town meeting. Did we do it effectively, and what could we do better?
So, from my perspective, on the school committee budget is very complex, and I felt that we spent a very large amount of time with that, with public comment. So, going forward, uh, to end speculation is to have more questions, uh, things ready to answer than giving lead to more speculation.
Okay.
That's on me. So I'm going to, really be dialed in with our new school committee representative, Mary Bell, and Mr. Nutter as well, to understand more, like when they're making these decisions, like how did it come in so high and then we were surprised with low, but like, are they really tightening their purses? Are they really looking at competitive bidding? Um, Obviously, you cannot uh, negotiate with collective bargaining, right? I get that for people that work there, the teachers and all the staff, right? And that's union stuff, but their their capital expenditures is really where I want to focus in on, because operational, you can't. They got to do what they got to do to run the school, but capital expenditures, how do they go out for bid? Are they keep using the same folks all the time? Those questions I have a very big ask. So, as far as the other school budget, which is our technical school,
Pathfinder, yeah, yeah.
Pathfinder, it'll be the same thing, but I don't see that being as a big a thing. I will see, because this was the first year that they had quite an increase, not quite, but a substantial increase, right? But everything matters, and going into this new fiscal year that we're going to be looking at, um, everybody's purses and wallets are going to be a little tighter.
Yeah, and the Pathfinder budget, Steve, I think one of the things that I know you've gone to a couple of their presentations now, but the ones I went to prior to that, I kind of came back with the perspective that they calculate their costs on a per student basis. And if we had 13 students and they say, okay, the average cost per student is going up $500, and then you added a 14th or one additional student, so we now have 14. It's pretty clear and straightforward how they get to that calculation. What we don't spend a lot of time on and see in detail, which we could as the finance committee, that the information is there. But what goes into that? Why did each student's
Well,
cost increase by roughly $500? We've never really dug into that. We've accepted their numbers kind of as reasonable because they normally don't change that much unless you have a
Right.
student body count.
And I think, again, I'm not looking to collaborate with other towns within our agreement with Pathfinder and maybe eventually, but with Pathfinder and the Quabbin. But again, operational expenses, there's not much budge, right? You have how many students are coming in, how many teachers you got working. That's beyond our control. What is in our control is how are you spending your money on capital expenditures, software, hardware, physical equipment, people that are coming in to do repairs, um, just washing windows for God's sakes. I don't know, but like, when's the last time that you went out for bid to fix a generator? Are you still using the same guy from 10 years ago? Have you looked at new businesses that could have came up? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. And those are questions I have. And, I'm not saying that anybody's doing something wrong. It just, once you do something, wash, rinse, repeat over and over just to get it done with, I get that. But we need to really look into, have you looked at other folks that are certified in this area that are trying to get their in? Maybe they come under lower cost. I don't know if you're looking at that. You have, Cheryl, she does a wonderful job of what she does for Quabbin, but these department heads get to decide who they're spending their money with, like with K through 12 learning software. And I keep going back to technology because that's my bread and butter. But those are things that I always have questions on.
Yeah, and I think there's certainly more analysis that the finance committee could do on the school budget. I mean, we look at it at a pretty high level, is how I've always looked at it. And when you start going through the line by line item, there's all kinds of questions you could ask. But to do that, you have to have the time and the ability to attend in their meetings. And I'm hoping, Walter's always been very good. Now with Maribel there as a second person, and their role as elected individuals from the town of Ocam is to represent the town to the school committee and come back with information and help. So now that you've got a second person there, I hope that'll happen. There'll be better communication. So Corey, you haven't spoken yet. Did you have any comments in that same area or?
I echo Steve's comments with the schools taking up 60% of OCAM's budget. I do disagree. I don't think we have as much control over it as either one of you are insinuating or hoping. I think we kind of have our hands tied, and I think the most we can do is make our voices heard at the local level, make sure the town residents know, and then we just have to have continue to tell people, pass it along to your representatives. Something has to be done, and then I also would encourage the selectmen, if there is a way to do a time limit on speaking at town meetings. I could see a 5-minute time limit being helpful in the future. As
Okay.
some people do like to go on for longer than maybe would help the whole meeting.
Yeah.
I did think of some new business that a resident mentioned to me. She did ask, she said, "Oh, I didn't realize there was a meeting tonight." And she said, "I thought the meetings were supposed to be posted 7 days in advance." And I said, "No, we do 48 hours." And she said, "Are you sure the law hasn't changed on that?" And I said, "I'm not sure, but I can ask."
I'm not aware of it changing to anything but 48 hours.
Okay.
For regular meetings?
Yeah.
Or town meeting?
Regular meeting.
Regular meeting is 48 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
the town
Town meeting is 7 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably what she was thinking.
It was just something she was asking.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Special town meeting is 14 days.
okay.
Yeah, on the school, Corey, I think you may have misunderstood a little bit in that I think we have almost zero control over the school budget.
Okay.
What I think we don't do is analyze it enough. Like when you recall when the superintendent came and I started asking questions about why are your benefits going up $620,000? They had no real good answer, and they've yet to come back with an answer to that. They
Yeah.
never answered the question.
We also asked for the
We need to do more of
percentage.
that, the percentage increase, right?
We asked for the percent that went to salaries,
Correct.
and we never heard back on
Never heard
that.
back on that. I think there's things like that again, I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I think they're doing their best job. But I think that they probably, like all organizations, are comfortable looking internally within the organization. And when suddenly someone from the outside, i.e. the OCAM Finance Committee, asks some pointed questions that they may not have even considered or worried about, but because they're looking at it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
When we look at it, how do benefits go up $620,000? What drove that? I thought, a fair question.
Yeah,
And to them, it may just be, well, it's just because these 17 things all happened that we all know about, but you don't know about them. So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that kind of response.
Yeah.
But I agree more with, I don't think Steve was saying that we have a lot of control over it. Maybe he was, but I don't think he was. I think it's more, we could delve into it deeper and probably understand it better.
Right. It's just asking questions, right? So again, operational expense, like so their operational expenses, negotiating with wages and stuff. We can't really have any say in that. But like, I'm going to ask questions in regards to capital expenditures all day long till the cows come home. That's my thing, right? And the more questions you ask, specifically at the school committee meeting, which I'm about to send you guys an email because it's tomorrow is the first one after the election. And it's joined by Zoom if you like, but is ask, okay, so software goes up all the time, and this business I know very well. Just from that perspective, technology is a big part of schools. You're spending a lot, like how much, like the generator costs or chillers and stuff like this. Just asking, like, are you just going with the same guy? Like, when's the last time you went? Just ask questions. That's all. I'm not trying to give answers and say we're going to fix it, but that's just me.
and then feedback on the other 40% of the budget. I was thinking we could do a better job of highlighting the changes in the budget that goes out to the townspeople, because I only noted, only one person mentioned that they saw the $10,000 cut to the FinCom reserve.
That did come up. You're right.
And I don't know that other people kind of heard it or understood because it was part of an article that he was trying to move things around, kind of. And also, I saw people afterwards who were confused about some of the highway numbers and wondering what those cuts were. And so I felt that maybe if we bolded, something simple, bolded them, something,
Different color or something.
yeah, draw their attention to where the cuts were coming from.
Asterisk somehow, these are the significant changes we want you to be aware of or something like, it's a good idea. I mean, we do it, if you think about it, we do it on the spreadsheet up until the time we send it out, then we take all the colors off and
then it just goes
kind of clean it up and do a black and white.
And black and white is cheaper to print.
Right.
But we can do bold without any added expense.
Yeah.
So that was my
point.
only thought.
How about the whole budget process? Do either one of you have any thoughts or comments on how we could do it better?
Steve?
No, I think we've done it very collaboratively. Obviously, there is little bits and stuff like that were of concern with just getting information, but that's how it is every year. Things come in late, things come in early, but things always change. So I think we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to the great work of the select board and willingness to be here when it's not your meeting and communicate with us about the things that need to be done, because up until the 11th hour and 59th minute, we were in a really tough position. And so that open line of communication with the whole select board really helped.
It does help.
Yeah. I had made 2 notes in that area as far as preparation. I still think we're missing something, and Lucy, this will come back to you, and I understand the challenges that we have a accounting service versus the town accountant. But for the years when we had a town accountant, and the town accountant kind of took responsibility for assembling the budget and then distributing it and then keeping it updated. If you remember, Tom did that for the couple of years he was here, and I'm not sure what happened because he came on just a little while after I joined the finance committee. That's one thing I think that would be very beneficial, because the Board of Selectmen this year never really had a here's our numbers moment.
No, I noticed that too this year.
You've always done that in the
was
past, and this
different.
year it was more, we used the finance committee's numbers. And then because of the open communication, I understood, we would just sit down and say, okay, here's what finance committee has for what we're recommending right now. And then we would get additional input from the Board of Selectmen and or townspeople as we had meetings with them and everything. But there was never that kind of, I don't even, to me, it creates a checks and balance, because when you have two, I mean, you and I did this, Corey, at the end, if you remember, you ran a whole separate set of books on your computer to try to make sure all the numbers were correct and accurate. That was one of the things that happened when the town accountant ran the Board of Selectmen's budget, so to speak, is the finance committee and the accountant's budget would then be looked at side by side and say, okay, are we missing a number? Do we transpose a number? Did we make a mistake somewhere? That helps.
And
That helps.
it's fascinating because the total number can be correct, but then you get down to $2,000.
Yeah.
That has been, we all thought, people thought was in cemetery, but it went to historical, or $5,000,
2,000. Yeah, it was
2,000,
Yeah,
and you look at it and you say, well, why wasn't it here? And you reach out to the town accountant and they say, well, that's where it is. And then you have to go back in your memory bank and say, oh, that did
Yeah.
happen at the meeting. That's right.
Yeah.
So the little numbers do matter.
Yeah, no, they do. And I think you make a good point, is a lot of times the bottom line balances, but you also want to make sure each department has what they expect to have in their budget, and that somehow a number didn't get.
Didn't we have money to get the ambulance out of ambulance early in the year too?
We did,
Some-
I think you're right.
Something, and they just miscoded it.
mhm,
Yeah, and
And
that can happen.
I don't know that it's the FinCom's responsibility to catch miscodings, but when you're looking at the budget as a big picture, it is helpful to
Yeah.
let that get
Right.
corrected.
But that was one of the things, is just, I would encourage, and I guess Lucy, since you're the chairperson, I don't know if the accounting service would be willing to play a more active role there or not. Lori was very helpful this year on the budget. I mean, she came through with a lot of data and analysis for the finance committee and for the board of selectmen, but she never actually got into here's what the board of selectmen, after a meeting with everyone, here's what we think the starting budget should be. And in the years when we did that, again, just my observation was the process did go smoother. Because there was it was then both groups' responsibility to make sure that we understood updates of both sets of records until you got to the final couple of weeks when you reconciled everything and said, here's what we have and here's what we're going forward with. But I agree that the communication this year was excellent. I mean, Don was very good about sending me emails quite often. He rarely copied everybody. He just would send them to me. Here's what's going on in our meeting last night. And I hope, Lucy, you'll continue to do that, when there's a meeting that you think the finance committee needs to know something, to somehow let us know.
yes,
And I know you would, but I'm just saying that was very helpful and would continue to be helpful. And I also think the cross-checking on data, just because, we're all volunteers.
Yeah.
You need someone that's, an expert at looking at the data to make sure we're not somehow, again, I think of it as transposing a number, or, as you said, having $2,000 in the wrong department, something like that. The other question I had on this whole process was, for the first time, we combined the town budget and the education budgets into one number.
yes,
And again, I agreed with Lori. To me, that made the most sense. And she did say that is best practices. It's almost what every other town does, unless there's a problem that they're going to protest the school budget and they want it separate, so they can do so. That did create some questions at the meeting.
and I knew those questions were gonna
Yeah,
come
and I'm
up.
not sure
I
everyone
knew them all.
understood or accepted the answers.
But didn't we have it broken out on the mailer?
We did, yeah, yeah. The only thing that wasn't broken out was the vote. It was broken out separately on the mailer. It was broken out separately everywhere, but when it came to the article
Yeah.
combined them all into one.
Okay, so
Before
when the
there was always-
moderator read it,
Yeah.
it was a single number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it used to be there would be a separate article for the town's operating budget, the education budget,
Yeah.
including a separate one for Pathfinder. So there really would be a
Yes.
Quabbin regional budget and then a Pathfinder one. Each one would be its own article that the town would vote on. And again, I think that was Paul's decision when he was chairperson. And I know he looked at it as, because he would talk about it, that with the Quabbin budget being separate from the Pathfinder budget, we may want to approve Pathfinder, but we may feel that Quabbin has got a big increase that we don't want to approve. So by having a separate article for each one, you can approve the Pathfinder one and not approve the Quabbin one, or vice versa.
Right,
Or you could approve the operating budget, but not approve the education budget as a citizen voting. Well, and it's all one article, you either vote for everything or for nothing.
right.
Wouldn't we defer to the board of select people, sorry.
That's,
Wouldn't we,
they wouldn't, no, that's actually one of the things
don't
that
they
the
write the
finance,
articles?
but the finance committee is supposed to recommend how they put the budget. The only one we do it is on is the budget, but if the finance committee recommends it goes to the town as one number, I think the way it's supposed to work is that's what the board of selectmen would then do, because that's what happened this time. Because it was really Lori and I that recommended it be one number. I mean, it
Okay.
wasn't the board of selectmen.
I thought the articles fell to the selectmen.
Again, they write the articles or they present the articles, but when it comes to the budget, the finance committee is charged by the town bylaws with presenting the budget to the town. So we decide what's presented. Board of Selectmen can stand up and say, we disagree with what the finance committee is presenting. That's their,
Oh, yeah.
that's the right.
Yeah.
That's happened in the past.
Yes, it has.
But I'm just saying that the way it's supposed to work is the finance committee would just, made the decision to combine them all in the article. Say we want just one article for all three components, which is then what the Board of Selectmen did this time. My question is, was that the right thing to do? I understand Laurie says it was best practices, but when we get to next year, I think that's something I would think about, if you want to keep them separate or have them all as one number in the article.
And I thought we did it because the town was able to cut their budget increase to about just over here, 3.08 or so, and the school was running around 3.3.
We actually made the decision before that happened.
We did,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, if you looked at the draft articles, that was done before they came back with they were still at close to, was it 6% before they went down to the 3.3, I think it was for Quabbin.
Okay.
That hadn't happened yet when we had the first article drafted. So again, that was my other thought on the budget process. Anything else on that, Steve? Or anything else on just a
Nope.
post review of the budget? Again, I thought it was you guys did a great job. Board of Selectmen did a great job. There's a lot of, between the Board of Selectmen meetings and the Finance Committee meetings, there was 1 or 2 meetings every week there for about 6 or 7 weeks. It seemed like it was very busy.
Oh, I was surprised more people didn't have questions on the debt. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't remember a single question
No.
really directly about the debt and town paying it. And that just,
Yeah, that was interesting.
I could be misremembering, but
No, there really
No,
wasn't a topic.
no.
No.
okay, that struck me as odd.
But all right, well, moving on the agenda, the next thing I did have was to review the fiscal year 2024 year-to-date spend versus actual, but we've not yet got an update from Lori. I normally, again, recognize we just had the town meeting and she's busy with a lot of stuff following up on that. Normally, this is the week she would have got it out to us Monday or Tuesday. It didn't come out. I checked about 4 o'clock this afternoon. It still wasn't there.
What was the last one we had from her? April?
It would have been April, yeah. So this would have been the May update.
Okay, I have April's.
Yeah, we don't have the May one. So I don't think there's much we can talk about there. The final new item I had on the agenda, Corey and Steve, was go forward organization of the Finance Committee. As you both know, we're in the process of selling our house. We'll be moving out of Ocam sometime. We close at the end of May. I'm sorry, the end of June. So we'll be moving during the month of July. Don't have a firm date yet when I would, quote, be a citizen of another town, but that is going to happen over the summer. So I think we should, a couple things I wanted to throw out as ideas. I think Paul Rochette, when he stepped down from the chairman, did a great job of continuing to come to meetings and participate. One of the things that I think maybe will help a little bit is if we, and then again, you and Steve probably have to have the decision here because the other two that will be here and I'll be gone. Somebody needs to step up and take on the role of the chairman or chairperson of the Finance Committee. And my thought of how to go about that is to have it happen either, if not tonight, then at the next meeting. And then I would stay on the committee as long as I'm, I guess, legally able to stay on the committee, which would probably be July or August. So we could have a couple of meetings with me participating, but having the new person as the chairperson. That way I can help as much as I can, but also have the new chairperson start to take on some of those responsibilities. I have started creating what I think of as a checklist.
Nice.
Here's what you have to do to post a meeting. Here's how you do it. Here's where it goes on the website. I've got a password. Whoever's the chairperson, either Steve or Corey, one of you will have to get a password from Maribel to actually post stuff on the town website. There's all kinds of little things like that I put together, and I've got a half a page of things already, and there's probably another half a page I'll put together. Plus, I'm trying to pull in because really the last couple of years, you guys have every file I have. I mean, I don't keep stuff that I don't send out to you guys. So you've got all of the work papers.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to come up with what are the things, like I've got a list of significant websites that the town has. You probably both have most of those, but I don't know if you do or not, or if you use them. So I'm thinking, Steve, about, I'm trying to put all that stuff together here. I started on it a little bit the other day. Probably need another hour or two to pull it out of my files and put it into a zip drive or a thumb drive or something so I can get it to you guys.
I love the zip drive. That's
That's old school, huh?
You remember those discs?
I haven't seen a Zip 100 or a Zip 250 in a
Oh my
long time.
God. When I saw a Zip 100, woo, I was so excited.
When's the last one I got one? It's been quite a while.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
I appreciate all that. I actually, I think we'll be able to make a decision by the next meeting. My bigger concern actually is making sure that the FinCom doesn't become rendered feckless or ineffective by having only two members.
That's a big challenge.
So I have two candidates, so again, trying to recruit. I know you spoke at the town meeting, which was great. You kind of wonder, there's got to be people in town who are CPAs and who want to know where their tax money goes. And we need to find one of them. And I don't know how else to do it, but I got two right now that I'm trying to talk into it, and we'll see if one comes through.
And even, I mean, when I joined, I can hear Paul Rochette, as he was the chairman at the time, saying to me, come on for a year. I can appoint you until the next town meeting, and then you have to commit to a 3-year term with a moderator. If after that first year you decide it's not for you, it's not for you.
I just don't want us to fall to two members.
No, I know, I understand that, but there's also a point where once I'm not a citizen or resident of Ocam, I can't be on the finance committee. I mean, you can't.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
And that's going to happen. And one thing, Lucy, can you make sure Maribel posts on the reader board for us that we're recruiting?
Okay,
She hasn't done that. She did it for me back in their
right,
late winter, early springs, the last time I think we did it.
yeah.
I'll
We should
text
get
her right
it.
now. I'll text
Okay,
her right
thanks,
now.
Steve.
Does the town post on Facebook anywhere? Only
Yes.
because I know my brother-in-law says the Town of Ocam unrestricted page is very active. And I don't know if we've ever posted anything.
We're not supposed to.
I don't know if we want to, but I don't know where we post online.
Aaron
So what
posts
you-
quite often online.
So what you do is you post on our official Facebook page and then you share that link on the unrestricted page. That's what you do.
So if we could have the town post on their Facebook page, we could get someone to share it out. Because there's got to
And
be
there's the
someone.
restricted Ocam page actually has, because my wife's on it all the time. I think it has a lot of members. I mean, it's got a pretty big following. I mean, 1,000 members. I'm not sure if there's a lot of people that are on that one.
Yeah.
The unrestricted one, I think, also has members from the town of Ocam in England
Nice.
that have joined. I mean, because there's often a byplay of the two towns, interesting information.
It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. When I was getting rid of the puppies, I had people from England reach, oh, you got puppies? And I'm like, are you in Ocam, Massachusetts?
Yeah, no, they're in Ocam, England. They're Ocam,
I
Wales.
was like, nice.
But anyway, we do need to recruit. I know the Board of Selectmen certainly has helped in the past and putting the word out. I mean, I know they've continued to do so, but it's been hard. There's basically been 3 members for the 2 years I've been chairperson. Suzanne was, at one point we had 4, but it was only for a few months. I think we had 5 for a very short period of time under Paul. But most of the time I was on with Paul, it was Paul, Claire, Hendra, and myself, the 3 of us. And that was it for probably half of the years I was on.
Yeah.
So recruiting is very important. But anyway, I think the 2 of you need to really think hard about that. If you like, maybe say we'll meet in about 2 weeks again, and we'll have to make a decision. Because I really do think one of you should take over as chairperson, and I will continue to assist as long as I can. Once I move, I'm not sure how active I would be in doing that, but I could be behind the scenes, kind of like Paul has been. I'm not sure I'd show up at all the meetings, but I'd be readily available for any questions or commentary. And I think you'll find whichever one of you takes over, the meeting part, this is the easy part of the whole thing. It only becomes really hard work when you get to the budget. I
Mm,
mean, that just becomes very time demanding. Takes a lot of, again, from my perspective, because I'm nowhere near as quick as the two of you are on Excel and everything. I mean, in spreadsheets. I mean, I spent hours
That's
and
me,
hours and
Corey.
hours going through
I'm
numbers.
messaging you.
Thank you.
But
Yes.
so
No,
any
yeah, we'll
comments
be
from either
we'll
of
be
you
good.
on that?
Yeah, no. So I just sent Corey a message. I gotta figure out when he's free because his kids are younger than mine, and mine are almost uh gonna be home soon, the last week of this month. So and they'll be here for about a month and a half. So it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But let's have a powwow, bro. I know
Sounds
I've
good.
been
Okay,
saying
so
that, but yeah.
let's plan on that for the next meeting. We'll make some decisions.
Okay.
The I guess the other things, any other new business, Corey? You brought some up already. Steve, new business, old business?
No, it's just a shame that even though you're a landowner here still, you're leaving us.
Yeah, I know.
And I'll leave it at that. But no, I'm very happy with our team here, and it's a
I have a lot
shame
of
that you're
guilt about
leaving.
that. I feel, I enjoy it. I hate to say it, but I've enjoyed it. It's an interesting challenge that, being retired,
is.
I've enjoyed it. I think it's probably harder for either one of you because you've got a full-time job and careers that you work. So,
Yeah, but
anyway,
your insight is going to be very, very, very missed, and the way that you handle finances in this compared to your previous occupation, your insight is going to be heavily missed, and your communication skills as well. So I appreciate you, my friend.
thank you.
Ditto.
The only other thing I have then on the agenda is approval of our last meeting minutes. So I would make a motion that the minutes from May 15th, 2024 be approved as reviewed. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the minutes from the 5:15 meeting are approved. And are you looking at calendar, Steve or Corey?
Yeah, I have a calendar. Just to let you know, update.
Yeah.
Mary Bell is going to post on the board tomorrow, as well as our official Facebook page. Once she shares it on the official, I'll retweet it on our unofficial page as well.
Okay.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
So if we wait 2 weeks, that'll be the 26th. That is the day I close on my house also, but that's supposed to be, I mean, they haven't given me a time yet, but I've told them I prefer to close in the morning. We're doing the walkthrough the afternoon of the 25th or late afternoon, early evening. And I said, well, if we do that, can we close in the morning on the 26th instead of tying up another whole day? So I can schedule a meeting for the 26th if you guys both have it open in the evening.
I should be okay, but
I have an afternoon meeting, but I should be done by then.
Okay. And really the only thing we hopefully will have the May numbers from Lori by then, so we can go over those if there's anything there, because the Board of Selectmen are now in that window where they can transfer funds within the budget to cover expenses that are overspent.
Yeah.
So if something's negative, someone has a deficit balance, and that's why I was hoping to go through it tonight so we could kind of, last year, if you remember, maybe you don't, Lucy, but I sent you guys a list of, here's all the ones that you may want to look at as a concern. I was hoping to be able to do that tonight, but and Lori actually did that last year also. So there were 2 lists out there of here's where you may need to transfer funds to cover expenses. In the last couple of, was it 6 weeks you have to do that?
The date's usually July 15th, but it's going to be August 31st this year.
Is it okay? So
They
get some extra time.
they extended
Get
it.
some extra time. Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
As an odd tangent, does Lori get paid by the hour? Or is it a flat
They
fee?
it's the flat fee
It's a
that the
flat fee.
company
Yes.
sets up for us.
Very responsive. I
She is.
just
She's
wanted,
very good.
I
Yes.
wanted that on the record after the meeting, especially, she did a great job speaking up in the meeting.
Yes,
But in the several weeks leading up to the meeting, she was so
she
responsive
is right on it.
Yeah.
on questions we had as we were trying to straighten everything
Yeah.
out and make sure we could close that gap.
Yeah, she
Really
and Maribel
impressive.
have a good connection.
Okay.
Yeah. I again, I agree totally. She does an excellent job. So we will tentatively say the 26th. I will probably post it a week earlier or a week from now, so it's about a week before the meeting. And if anything comes up or one of you can't make it, we can always try to reschedule, but it would be after the 4th at that point.
June 26th is a
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday,
Yes.
right?
All right, that's
We always
fine.
meet on Wednesdays, yeah.
Yeah, I had to stop and think because June 25th is going to be the selectmen meeting. It won't be a Monday that
Oh,
week.
okay. Good, okay.
They didn't want to meet without me.
Uh, can't blame him for that.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Do either one of you have anything else you'd like to bring up on the agenda tonight?
No.
Well, then I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:36 PM.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The meeting is adjourned. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Steve.